Hey, I'm Steve Tillman, and today you are riding with us on a 2006 23-foot Proline Sport, and she's got the 150 Mercury Optimax on the back over. Let's take a look at a nice boat. Bridget Lee and I were just talking about how good it is, even on these fishing boats, to have a ladder on the back with a step. So much easier to get in and out of the boat. Okay, let me tell you how I know she's young and she doesn't have a lot of time on her. Number one, hard as Mercury wants to try, I generally see these peeled up on the edge. I generally see those peeled up on the edge. The cowling is not beat up. The cowling is not beat up, and then I want you to see this. It still has the decals on top that talk about engine break-in and how to clean this thing with a chamois. So that's how I know she doesn't have any time on it to speak of. And see, and here's the reason I say that. If you see, this still got the factory paint on. If you are real good, which most of us are not, there's just no way that you can have a factory engine that's never been painted on, that's just got a little bit of the paint gone right there. It just is virtually impossible. The other thing I know, I want you to look at how clean this head is. Okay? This, let me tell you something. This is clean. Okay? Let me see what I'm saying. When you see this aluminum and you're not looking at any corrosion at all, and you can look at these nuts and you can tell nobody's had a socket on them, let me just tell you something. She does not have much time. It's got a beautiful stainless steel prop. It's real clean. And of course she's got the 300, what I call the Delta fin on top. It's called the SE Sport. And the idea with this is that it gets you up and out of the water, gets your boat up on a plane faster. Okay, today this boat is Ray Ray, but probably by Monday she will be white. She'll be ready. She'll be a blank canvas, ready for your name. But the hull is just in beautiful shape, and the gel coat. I love this feature. I love the bow sprit. I love the higher rail. You know, it's always nice when you hang your anchor and you get it off up here, and that way, you know, even if you're a little sloppy in bringing it up, you don't have to worry about pulling it out as much to keep from skinning the side of your boat. And she's sitting on an easy loader trailer. She's got the aluminum I-beam, and then of course it's got the galvanized tongue for strength. And you know, I've seen a million of these. I've seen them both ways. These have the master cylinder for the brakes in this coupling, and you know, I'm partial to them. I like them like that, because it seems like when you're on your own, instead of having wood here for the bunks, it's got aluminum tubing. I really like that. Really like it. A real nice feature. Real nice. Listen to me. That Fulton did when they got involved in this truck. They put a flush for the brakes, and let me tell you something. If you're gonna take the time to flush your motor out, which I hope you do, put your garden hose on that and flush your brakes out. Make them last a whole lot longer, and spray them with some spray. Shh. I want you to see some of the things on this boat. It's got this huge pilot seat with a locker, leaning post with a locker up underneath. It needs to be cleaned out a little bit. And then also she has a nice seat right here and a bait well that is working. Okay, and she does come with dual batteries, and the master switch is back down on this side, and there's a bus bar on that side. Of course, she does have a self-bailing cockpit and cup holder in the back, rod holder back on this side, and then cleat, and then 3 rod holders in the side of the boat. Real clean down in the bilge of the boat. Raw water intake, raw water pump, bilge pump and float down in the bottom. And then of course you've got your oil tank over here on the side. Of course she has the second battery, which is a new battery, on this side. And she does, you know, we do have the cushions that go down on top of both of these stern compartments. And where you put your 2-cycle oil right here, got another rod holder right there. Very nice. Of course she has the port side self-bailing cockpit outlet right there, rod holders on the side. And then of course this boat comes with a Bimini top from Proline. This is the Proline top that they offered, and boy, let me tell you, she's in great shape, and we do have the boot for her. And then she's got a nice porta potty area, and of course you can step down in there. We've got the cushions, the back cushions in there. You can step down in there, and then there's a drain in there. Fish box right here with a drain in the back. Looks like it comes back to, you know, about 2 or 3 feet back, and not two or three feet back, a couple feet back. And then, of course, you have a locker in the front. We've got a couple life jackets in there and some rope. And then you've got a nice anchor locker up front, right there. And then, of course, one of my favorite things is getting out here and handling your anchor. You know, so when you're out there pulling that anchor up and it's swinging back and forth, you don't have to worry about beating your boat up so darn much. Nav lights on the port and starboard, and then cleats on the port and starboard, cleats down the middle in the midship of each side. And then this is a nice feature I really like. Proline did a good job. You know, if you're up here and let's say you're bait casting, you know, for pogies, you know, you're already up over the side of the boat, you know, when you're throwing it versus being down in, and, you know, makes a little short fellow like me, it makes it easier for you to get the cast net over. Nice rail around, goes out to the pulpit, comes back about halfway down the boat. Just a nice boat. Okay, bilge pump works, bait well you saw. She has courtesy lights, cockpit lights, nav lights. Accessories, I'm assuming, probably ran a fish finder, and then I don't know what was in here. And I've got some stereos coming, so I'm going to fill this hole. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. And 2 cup holders up front. She's got a nice storage right there. She's got the Danforth compass right there. And I've had my little handheld GPS up here because I'm always curious if the speedometer is reflecting the actual speed of the boat, and this speedometer actually does, you know, it nails it really. So let's fire it up and see what she'll do. One thing I want to tell you about shifting her in and shifting her around, she is really quiet on the ship. That's impressive. A lot of these outboards are going in, but she's quiet going in. Hey, she really handles well. With this 150 on the back, she'll cruise about 35 miles an hour. I got her up to about 37.5 at one point. Hey, we have had some fun with you on the water today, and what a nice boat. Steve Tillman during normal business hours, 1-866-935-0272. I'll answer the phone up until probably about 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Then I am tired and I go to bed. Hey, you enjoy your family and have a safe time on the water. Thanks for looking. Bye-bye.